Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. I have never done a video like this before, but I've seen a lot of people do it and I thought, why not? I want to do it too. So currently it's the beginning of November, so I thought what better time to do it. I'm going to do the TBR jar picks, my TBR for the month, so the month of November. I don't actually have a jar, so I used my Minnie Mouse coffee mug. I have like 30 different TBR prompts in here that we're going to be using. It's both my physical TBR and my ebook TBR. I am also very much a mood reader. I don't normally do TBRs, but I thought it would be fun, and then we'll see how many of them I can read throughout the month. Like I said, I have like about 30 prompts, maybe a little bit less. I tried to do different ones. I've tried to think of different books that I can choose from. Hopefully we'll get some good ones. I'm thinking of picking like 6 books because I am a full-time student and I do have a job on the side as well. So I don't want to overdo it and pick like over 10 books when I realistically know I'm probably not going to read 10 books. I guess there's not really much else to say other than let's get started and pick our first prompt. So I'm not going to look. Wait, let's shake it actually. Now let's pick one. Okay. I don't know why this is like making me nervous. I'm like, oh my god. The book with the longest title. I have no idea if you guys can even read what it says, but that's what it says. So I'm thinking I'm gonna look through my physical TBR and we're gonna look like what books could possibly have a long title, because I feel like most books only have like 2 words in it. So I'm trying to see. Oh no. I have one here that could be a contestant, which is Things We Hide from the Light. But it's also such a long book. I have not been wanting to read this book and see if there's anything else that has a long. Oh, this one also does. The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle also has a long title. Oh, and Once Upon a Broken Heart. It's funny, they're actually all like pink. Kind of. Okay, this one has red in it, but still, they're all like the same vibe. But we have My Year of Rest and Relaxation, Once Upon a Broken Heart, The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and Things We Hide from the Lights. So time to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's not this one. So how do I pick? These 3 all have 6. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. And then we're going to ask Siri. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 3. Okay. She picked number 3, which is The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I don't know if you guys can see that she picked the number 3. That means this one. I've had this on my physical TBR for I don't even know how long. Oh my god. Okay, it's over 500 pages. I know this is like a thriller, but it's a groundhog where it's like the same day that repeats over and over. So yeah, this Evelyn Hardcastle keeps getting killed every day, and the main character, I'm assuming, is trying to save her before it happens, but every day she fails. I guess this is book number 1 from November TBR. Okay, second prompt. I'm excited. A book with a person on the cover. Well, we have My Year of Rest and Relaxation. She has a human or a person on the cover. What else is on my physical TBR? Like, are we talking an actual like human? Okay, 7 Days in June also has people on the cover. Again, I'm not sure what it is because like this, obviously it's people, but like I don't feel like it counts. Due to the fact that I'm not quite sure what I qualify as a human or like a person on the cover, I'm just gonna go with these ones because I feel like these are the only 2 that truly have like a person on the cover. I've had this on my TBR and one of my friends really like it, so I think I'm gonna pick this one. Second book for this month's TBR. Let's pick another prompt. Read the shortest book on your TBR. I think I'm gonna go on to Goodreads for that. Oh, okay, so it's from the shortest to the longest because these ones are showing books where the page count isn't on Goodreads. Wait a minute. Oh, I know this is a novella, but actually I'm gonna count it because it's like a Christmas book, so it counts. Oh my god, and it's like, to me, November is kind of like Christmas. So I'm gonna pick this one. Guys, it's This Winter by Alice Oseman. So it's a solitaire novella in the Heartstopper universe, and I love Heartstopper. I really got into it like this fall when I started watching it because I finally got Netflix. But that's a book that I like actually genuinely want to read. Yeah, okay, that's book number 3. Okay, Now we have 3 books. That means we're halfway. Okay, wait. That was fast. I feel like this video is going to be really short. A little short and sweet. Sabrina Carpenter. We have another prompt, which is a book by your favorite author, or like by a favorite author. I have some books that I want to read, so let me just gather them. So for this little prompt here, I have Frida McFadden. She's kind of a hit and miss author, but from the ones that do hit, she's amazing. So, and this is also a new release that she just came out with. But we have The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. So I just bought this in London this past weekend. And then we have Off to the Races by Elsie Silver, because Elsie Silver, the woman that she is, and this is her first series that I have not yet read, but I own the first and second book in the series. I actually also bought this in London, but just months ago. And then we have Dishonestly Yours by Krista and Becca Ritchie, and if you don't know who they are the authors of my favorite series of all time, the Addicted Calloway Sisters series, which is right there. And this is probably the author I've read the most books of, just because that universe has like 25 books in it, and I've read them. And I've read a lot of them twice, some of them 3 times. So I've read a lot by them. They recently-ish, like I think it was in August, they came out with this book, but I haven't read it yet. I think the cover is really cute. I actually really like the covers of all 3 of these, but I don't know how to pick. I know I'll enjoy this, but I just read an Elsie Silver book. Okay, because I just read Wild Eyes and actually did finish it like in November, so I'm gonna count that I've already read an Elsie Silver book. So we're gonna pick a different one, and honestly, I think I'm gonna go with Dishonestly Yours, just because I have actually started it, but I just wasn't in the mood for it when it came out. And I do think it'll be really interesting, so I'm going to pick this one as my 4th book for this month's TBR. And now we only have 2 prompts left. Let's shake it and then pick one. Reread an old 5-star read. I'm thinking like something that I read like in the beginning of my reading journey, so like 2021 or maybe 2022. I have a few options for that. Heart attack. Some of the old books that I've read, or like some of the books that I gave 5 stars back in the day, is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher, This Is Where It Ends, What If It's Us by Adam Silvera and Becky Albertalli, The Risk by Al Kennedy, and Ghosted by J.M. Darhauer. Except actually I don't think I gave this 5 stars. I think I gave it 4.5, but I'm still gonna count it in my head as 5 star because I loved it so much. So that's like a good stack of books. And I've been wanting to reread The Risk, so I'm kind of leaning towards that one. I love this book and I think it's so good. This was one of the first books that I ever read in my reading era, like one of the very first books, and I loved it back then. I just don't think that I would love it now, and it scares me because I don't really want to change my memory of this book. This one will make you cry. It's about a school shooting. The Fine Print, I again don't really know if I would give it 5 stars again today. So I feel like it's either this one or this one, and I've really been wanting to reread both of them, and I don't know which one to pick. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Actually, I think I'm gonna go with Ghosted because it's been so long since I read it. I barely remember anything. There's just something that speaks to me about Ghosted. We have one more prompt. Oh my god. Time's going too fast, guys, because we're having so much fun. Last prompt. A new author for you. So an author that I have not read before. And I actually have a book in mind. What I have in mind is actually Misery by Stephen King, because me and my friends have this book club, and this is actually our book club pick. So I don't know if it counts, but I've never read a Stephen King book before, and it's going on my TBR anyways. I actually have a lot of books by authors that I don't read, but I feel like to be realistic and for me to actually like get through this TBR, I feel like I should pick this book, you know, because I know that I'm going to read it, because I have to finish it by December 1st. When I wrote that prompt down, this was actually a book that I had thought of, so I think I'm going to pick that one. But that means we have this month's full TBR. So let's just go through them, you and me, so that we can talk about it. We have The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, which, like I said, is kind of like Groundhog Day, where the same day repeats over and over again, but then it's also kind of a mystery. But I've heard kind of mixed feelings of this. The prompt here was the longest title that I have. So prompt for this was a person on the cover, so I chose my year of rest and relaxation. I've heard great things about it. It's not my usual like type of book that I want to read, but I'm intrigued by it, you know, like I want to read it. Oh yeah, then we had the shortest book where I picked This Winter by Alice Oseman, which is in the Heartstopper universe, so it's kind of a novella. So it's only, I think it's at 130 pages. Really short, really sweet, perfect for getting into Christmas. Like it might be a read like at the end of the month. And then we have a book by one of my favorite authors where I picked This Honestly Yours by Kristen Becker-Ritchie. I'm not sure what it's exactly about. I know they were like criminals and she wants to try and live a normal life. And then there's obviously also a romance with a guy who is her best friend's brother. And then we have To Read an Old 5-Star Read Again, which I've chosen Ghosted, which is a like one of us famous but also childhood friends to lovers, second chance, single parent, all of that. And then the last book was A New Author to You, where we picked Misery by Stephen King. I think that's really exciting. My camera is flashing at me, so I have to finish up, otherwise the camera is just gonna die and we're not gonna get an outro. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hoped you enjoyed it. I thought it was kind of fun to make, so maybe I'll do more in the future. I'll save the prompts in case I want to do this again. I will try and see how many of them I can get through, but again, I'm a mood reader, so I don't promise anything. I also don't read as many physical books as I have right now, so we'll see. I will try my best, I promise, to at least get a few of them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you will see me in the future. Bye!